Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I'm going to take, I have a sign-in sheet here that I know Barb wanted to speak. Do you want to go ahead?
I done heard.
You done
Y'all
talked
got
to us?
anything else to say about it?
Okay, all right. Mr. Linwood, did you want to speak? Or anything?
No.
Okay. So, and I know you didn't, did you?
No, sir.
Okay, Brian, you want to talk to us?
You run everything real quick. I got a couple items. First off, what I want you to look at on 4 Mile. Now this came from some customers over there. There was a cable system called Vogler Cable. We've heard from some of the customers on 4 Mile that it's no longer operational. And what we'd like you to look at is if that's true, and I'm going to say we're just going on what the customers are calling us and saying, if that's true, in most franchises, there's a thing called abandonment in place. In other words, so we get the county commission actually to say it's abandoned. If that happens, there's a couple things that could happen. You know, one, at that point, all of the responsibility for the cable on the poles goes to AEP. Well, there's a slight chance AEP wouldn't do it, but could come back and say, well, okay, we're going to tear it down because it's a hazard, could be a hazard, and come back on the commission and say, okay, we need to charge you for tearing this down because you signed a franchise agreement. I don't think they'd do that. What we want it for is if make ready on a pole, to let you know, like there's certain restriction by National Electric Safety Code. So in other words, we have to be 40 inches below power. Well, for Armstrong, if we were going to rebuild that now, we would have to be the top above Vogler Cable. And we're within the 40 inches, then we got to talk to AEP and say, either we lower her and talk to her and say if she's still operational, we have to lower her and pay her for that. Or in some cases, say we lowered her and it causes another violation, like you're 12 foot over a road. Well, in that situation, we talk to AEP and say, we need to have you come in and probably change the pole out for taller height. So all these costs go into rebuilding this cable system. If it is abandoned in place, what we would probably do at that point is talk to AEP and say, listen, it's abandoned, if you're okay, we're going to take that pole attachment and then just tear down the old cable, and probably anybody can scrap it out, we don't really want it, but we just want the pole attachment itself. So in other words, it reduces our make-ready cost, makes a more viable project. And all that will take in would be all the 4 Mile, Clarity, all the forks running off that. Now looking at the plant the way it runs now, we'd probably extend that a little farther because it didn't build up some of the areas where there's a lot of homes up these hollows. So we'd probably extend it out. Again, it'd be all fiber to the home. But it's something I said I need to talk to you all about because, again, this is just from customers calling us that there's nothing there now. Turned dark. So let me check into that. I'll see.
What was the name of the old cable system?
Vogler, V-O-E-G-L-A-R, and it was owned by Vana Fuelhart, F-U-E-L-H-A-R-T.
Now, I think, as I told you before,
Yeah.
we do receive franchise.
And if you do, then that changes everything because then she is, and then we'll still try to talk to her and see if she's willing to.
It's not from her. She may have, I don't know what, I mean, it's from another company that we received that money for. I mean, it's a different corporation that we received. Because I know Vogler, when we originally had problems with them paying the franchise fee, was who we dealt with. But now there's another name, and if Mary was here, she
And I'd like to
would
see what happened. We looked at purchasing this off her a couple years ago. At the time, she was going through a bankruptcy. And we went, okay, in the middle of this negotiation, she goes, oh, by the way, I'm in the middle of bankruptcy court. I went, is that the only thing
Well, that's what
involved?
I think may have happened, or may have been someone else purchased.
May have.
I don't know, but what I would like to do is, I think maybe when we spoke about this, is I like to get a hold of those people and find out
Yeah.
exactly what the situation is and get back with you on that.
And if-
Because we want to get people service, you know, and things like that, but, right now, it's around, I think, close to $50,000 a year.
Yeah.
We've
If you don't, if you find out who, if someone did purchase that, and they have no plans for it, please let me know the name.
Sure, we
And
will.
we'll be interested in talking to them, because we would like to have that area expanded, because we get calls a lot from people saying, is there anything you can bring service to us? Also to let you know, we're in the, probably start, I'm looking late this year. We're going to go ahead and expand, like right now in our LEC footprint, some of the DSL areas. We're looking to build that fiber to the home and then try to go ahead and expand that into some areas that are like down Mud River, areas that don't have quality service right now. We're gonna try to get them some high-speed internet. So hopefully we're offering 400 meg and getting ready to jump it up to a gig. So 1 gig speeds, I said for any industry, if you know of anybody wants to move in here, tell them we're ready to go for a 1 gig speed, hopefully soon. So, and then also to let you all know, you've probably received some letters, I think they sent one up here, but the bandwidth allowances that, you know, cable has on the internet side are taking some massive increases to the point of, we're offering, if you have our Zoom 2 product, you're gonna have a terabit. You can purchase for an extra $50 in unlimited bandwidth, so I know you've had some customers talk about bandwidth allowances. We're like every other cable system that has those, but we've decided to go with those. Just about, you know, a lot of people watch Netflix and sometimes they may go over. Somebody asked me, said, so how much is a terabit can we watch Netflix? I said, basically 24 hours a day, every day for the entire month, and you still won't come close to going over. So just a few things we've got planned to let you all know about. But if you find anything about that, just let me know.
Thank you, Brian. Appreciate it. As far as the members present, Darrell Baker's here, Charles Vance president here, Phoebe Harless, commissioner here, and KK Matthews here. And I'll ask for approval of the minutes from the meeting of February 16, 2017 at 6 p.m. Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next we'll go to, is there anyone else that needs to speak that's not on the agenda? Next on the agenda for possible action is Alexa Smith with Region 2. Do we have any idea what she wants? She's not here, is she? So we'll just go ahead and put that to the next one. Also, we had a request, I think it was for 9 hours as overtime as submitted by Gary Linville Sheriff. I'd like the commission's approval to go ahead and talk to Gary again about the mechanism for overtime approval, and we had contacted him several times to ask him to submit number of hours prior to the pay period, and he hadn't submitted any, and the ones he did submit were from hours that were incurred without approval of the commission. So I'd like to, if it's okay with the commission, I don't need a motion or anything, but I would like to go ahead and talk to him again about the process so he understands, because he is new, and I understand that some of these things with the sheriff's department can come up and about, but I need to talk to him about adjusting hours, that if they run over, they can go ahead and adjust the hours within that pay period to make up the difference. So is that okay? Yeah. All right, is there any unfinished business, possible action? No. If you've had time to look at the new business, I'll ask for a motion to approve the new business as submitted, unless there's changes to Commissioner Wright.
So moved.
Is there a second? All in favor say aye. Open discussion. Do you have anything, Commissioner Harris? Do you have anything, Commissioner?
Spoke with Troy Evans, and he's going to draft a lease agreement for the church. And I have a meeting public there on Monday. I'm sure that'll be approved on Monday, and it'll be up for like someone's meeting on Tuesday.
Okay, quickly we get that, we probably have to go ahead and move on getting that done.
Yeah,
So,
he made the comment that he didn't know whether they wanted to deal with wall or not.
oh, okay, so we have that, we'll probably wait after you go there.
Been a lot of wall talk.
Mexico to pay for it.
I think it's a question of who's going to pay for it. But,
all we got
But I-
here,
once-
guys.
Once you find that out, then we'll act.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
think,
and I think we're on agreement with whatever they need done to get in there, we need to get it done.
just speaking with him briefly on Friday, I don't know whether, he said he may wanna come up and look at it again, but he's talking to his secretary, somebody, you know, the person who's gonna work there, and she thought that maybe that would cut off a lot of natural light. So I told him, you know, it's probably good to keep that natural light.
Well, I think if they do need one, I think one of our next steps will probably have to be putting a wall over on the other side for elections anyway, so it may fit together, you know, one project, just build both of them.
Yeah, if we need to.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I wanted to bring it to the commission's attention, which we've already spoken a little bit about, but yesterday I talked with Max Hyman, with Senator Capito's office concerning the Lower Mud River project and the waiver. And also, we had a conference call with Aaron Spork, he's the Economic Development Director for Senator Capito's office. And we were talking about the waiver we were trying to get so we could go ahead with the project and things. And Mr. Spork said he had approached HUD prior to this about the waiver, and there's some other counties that need waivers too. And is my impression of what he said, he didn't get very far with it, but they kind of looked for the new HUD director who was appointed today, Ben Carson, and some of the changes that they would make with the personnel, and where they may be more friendly about the situation, that we might be able to get that done. So, but from talking with them yesterday, that they'd already approached them and it didn't get anywhere with them. But as he said, you know, once the people in those places change, they may be a lot more agreeable to Senator Capito's suggestions and things like that. So, but I wanted to let the commission know that we did get response from them. I'm still waiting response from Congressman Jenkins and Senator Manchin.
Well, someone from Manchin's office called here Tuesday, and they wanted the original HUD contract, so Mary scanned back to them, so they're aware of it.
But I just wanted to let Barb know and the people here know that, you know, we are trying every angle we can to get this thing started, things like
Yeah,
that.
I believe it now, really.
Well, I appreciate that, and the fellows you were just talking to are talking about helping us on the other
They told
ones
me,
too.
they told me.
Okay. Is there anything else from the commission? Does anyone else have anything they want us to bring to the commission? If not, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn to the public hearing at 5:50 p.m. on March the 16th, 2017.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned, guys. Thanks a lot.